All right, ladies, welcome to Shakti Flow. Let's take a moment to center. So we close the eyes and let that motion of eyelids closing sort of signal to your body that you're going inward. Let the static of the external world move away from you and drop in. Let the belly relax so that the breath can deepen. And as we breathe here for a few minutes, I want you to notice as you just breathe in and out in your own natural rhythm, you're going to feel the belly pretty easily. That's just an obvious place to feel the breath. But where else do you feel it? Without trying to force it anywhere, just notice what you might be feeling from the inner body. And you might notice as you continue to breathe in and out, you'll feel sensations differently. Like you might notice something in your jaw, or you might notice something in your armpits or in your chest. Now, as we continue, as you exhale, I want you to draw the belly in as if you're trying to squeeze your organs. That's coming from the inside. And then when you let go, you imagine the organs floating. Exhaling, gentle squeeze from the inside. And you might notice as you try this, what your jaw is doing. Do you start to clench your jaw a little bit or tighten your face as you draw the muscles in around your belly? See if you can keep your face relaxed. And moving from the inside, you might even draw the sort of organs in and slightly up. And then as you inhale, really let go of it all. So what I'm thinking about with this action is that we can get stagnation. Ayurveds call it ama. This toxic residue that just does not move out of the body. It's sticky and it gets stuck in places. And I know that sounds funny, but it's actually what can happen. And this is why we feel discomfort. This is why our joints hurt. This is why we can feel sluggish with our digestion, even stickiness in the mind. So today's class is going to be about working from the inner line of the body. I might have brought this up last week. Inner line of the body, moving the stagnation and helping you to have more support. One more breath. And then as you release that breath practice, go ahead and bring your hands together, holding any intention of why you're here this morning. What made you come to your mat? Allow the class and the experience to be exactly what you need. Take a nice deep breath. And then as you exhale, you can release your hands, softly flutter the eyes open, and welcome back into the world. All right. So for today's practice, I use your weights for sure if you're going to use them. And I want you to have a strap, have a couple blocks nearby in case you need them. And we will get busy. We're going to lie down on the floor first. I did not get my weights. Goodness me. All right. So you're going to lie all the way down on your mat. And we're just going to take a moment to sense and feel, drop in, if you will, while we're in a neutral position. Most of us, when we live in our lives, we don't necessarily lay down on a hard floor. We do all kinds of other things. And so, can you, when you're here, just take a moment, just drop in, drop your guts, drop your legs, drop your arms, just drop. Feel the weight of your body, the density of your body. Notice any sticky places that you have. And see if you can just notice without attachment, without gripping, without making a story. Just notice it. That's all we have to do. Sometimes when you notice something, the body goes, oh, she heard me. Let go. Now, I'm going to start easy. I'm going to take your hands behind your head, elbows open. And I want you to bring your feet into a neutral position, knees together, feet together. Take a moment here to just sense and feel your shoulders, sense and feel your lower back. Squeeze your knees together. Take a breath here. Open the elbows, and you might notice that the lower back lifts off the floor slightly. And when you close the elbows as you exhale, close them like you're trying to squeeze your head, squeeze your legs, and notice how the back will move toward the floor. As you inhale again, open the elbows, and this time open the knees, rolling outward on your edge of your feet. Big inhale, let the back leave the floor. Exhale, squeeze everything together. Back moves towards the floor. Can you draw in the belly here? So the inhale floats the knees and the elbows open. When you get to that expanded place, maybe give it a little bit more juice. And then close it on the exhale. Squeeze the organs. Back might flatten to the floor. And see if you can't smooth this out. So the opening happens on the inhale, big expansion, and the closing happens on the exhale. And if you're feeling like your legs or your arms are kind of going, like they don't have a smooth movement to them, that's the fascia wrapped around your hip joints or your shoulder joints, and it's a little sticky. All right, the next time you bring your elbows up and your knees squeeze together, we're going to draw the knees and the elbows together. So exhale, squeeze, pull, and then bring everything in towards the center. Lower back down, inhale, expanding elbows, expanding knees. Exhale, elbows to knees together, and then curl into a little shape. You may or may not touch your knees. Don't worry about it. Big inhale. And now everybody's going to have a different breathing rhythm, what's called a biorhythm. And you find your way. You find your way. The inhale keeps everything expanding. The exhale contracts everything, curling in. And thinking about the organs like we were in the beginning. Squeeze the organs on the exhale, curling in. Float the organs on the inhale, expanding out. Now, we're going to keep going for a little bit, and what I want you to do is start to bring your knees one way and your elbows the other way. All right, so you're still curling into that little ball, but now you're just allowing your elbows to move towards one direction and your knees toward the other. And you might be thinking, wow, she's getting right into the core work right away. And maybe that's true. And we're flossing the joints and the tissues of the spine, shoulders, and hips. We're working with the fascia, trying to really get into the deep line of the body, along the spine, through the internal organs, around the hips and groin. And if you think about this in a different way, like the hands are helping you with your head. So you don't want to do like traditional ab work. Don't think about it this way. Think more about what I've been showing you. Squeezing the knees, squeezing the head. The head comes along for the ride. You're not doing a curl up. Going from side to side. So this workshop I went to yesterday, it was a 3-hour workshop, and I was curious about his content because I've been talking a lot about the same kind of content. Now, of course, it was wonderful, but it was 3 hours, and the first hour is nothing but somatic work, which is what we're doing right now. The first hour. And exhale. And so you can imagine the stickiness that was leaving my body. And he said something that was really amazing, and I'm going to say it to you in a second. And I really could tell and feel. So last one here. And then go ahead and release down. Let go of your arms, let go of your legs. And pause. And the thing he said was, do you feel the fatigue in your body? Do you feel the fatigue coming off of your body? Because so many of us, I would say as a culture, we hold and grip and, tighten around what we know to be safe and true, especially right now. And it is exhausting to the body. And so when you do these kinds of movements, you can feel how you're a little bit sore, like, why does my arm hurt? Or why does my elbow hurt? Or why does my face hurt? And this is all the tissue releasing the stagnation. Bend your knees, roll to your side, push yourself up away from the floor, and we'll come to tabletop. So it's fascinating to think about it that way, right? Instead of, oh, there's something wrong. Why does my joints hurt? Nothing wrong with you. You're just tired. All right, spread your fingers out. Toes turned under. Did I do this last week? Let go of the organs. Let go of the belly. And let your spine articulate into a back bend. Just let it go. So we would normally call this cat pose. But I'm trying to get you to move from the middle of your body. Now flatten your toenails to the floor. Now pull up your organs. Pull, pull, pull. Don't worry about your breathing. Your breathing might not work exactly the same. Pull, pull, pull until your back moves into that cat shape or rounded spine. Can you let go of your head here? And then do that twice more. You're going to let go of your stomach. Let go of the organs. Let the weight of that part of your body pull you into this other shape. So you're not moving from your head into a shape that you think you're supposed to be doing. And then when you get to the bottom of that, you feel kind of at the edge, flip your feet over and pull your stomach up. We typically do that on the exhale, but because we're moving slower, you might need to take a breath or two here. And you just keep pulling the muscles up, pulling the muscles up. You might push with your hands a little bit this time. Get a little bit more juice in it. And we'll do one more round. So flip toes over. Let it go, let it go, let it go. This is my new fun way to do cat and cow. I think it adds a whole dimension. You really can feel it from the inside. And then flip your toenails down. And lift and lift and lift and lift and lift. So that your back rounds into that shape. Tailbone down, head down. Keep pulling the organs, squeezing the organs. And then when you get all the way to the end range, you can come to center. Terrific. Walk your hands forward, and if you can, grab the top of your mat or the side of your mat. I don't know where you are on your mat. Turn your toes under, and you're going to push into your arms and move your hips back. I don't care where they go. I just want you to move them back. Push with your arms. Keep your head above your arms. And I want you to think about the underside of your arms, your tricep muscle, and activate that by pushing. If you don't get any leverage, just walk your hands in an inch or so and try again. And breathe. So we're warming up the arms a little bit, getting them ready. Good. And then inhale, come forward, release the grip and come back into your hands on the floor. Toes turned under, lift your knees off the floor for floating tabletop. Take a little walkabout here. We're going to take a step back with your right foot, back with your left foot, forward with your right foot, forward with your left foot, down. Take a breath. Turn your hands so your hands face sideways. Try it again. Knees up. Walk back one leg, walk back another, walk forward, and walk forward. Down. Go back forward with your hands. I'm not going to make you go backwards. That's really hard. One more time. Lift your knees. Step back, step back, step forward, step forward. Now with those bent knees, can you move into your hips in the air like a bent-legged dog pose? This is very much where you just were on the floor holding the sides of your mat. So push with your arms. Get the underside of your tricep, your underside of your arm activated. Knees are bent. Come way up on your tippy toes and stick your booty way up in the air. So we're in this like upside down V or a pyramid kind of shape. Move your feet back if you need to, but keep your heels way up and straighten your legs and send your hips in the air. So I'm not asking you to straighten your heels. So keep lifting your heels, keep lifting your sit bones, keep pushing with your arms. Big inhale here. Now as you lift your heels, let that float you forward. And if you're too far or too close together, just wiggle your feet back so that you're more in a plank-like shape. Take a breath here. Know how you're feeling. How's your fatigue level? It might feel hard, but how's your fatigue level? Good. Take one more breath. Exhale into whatever downward facing dog you want to do. So if you feel like pedaling, go ahead. If you feel like a rest in child's pose, go ahead. Just find your way into what your body needs. And then take your feet, if you're in dog pose, take your feet as wide as apart on the mat. Walk your hands backwards so that you're at the end of your mat with your feet wider apart. And drop forward and relax. Take your hands off the floor, maybe open and close your wrists. Move your arms around a little, let go of your head. Now see if you can straighten your legs by thinking about your sitting bones going up to the sky. Up to the sky. Think less about straightening your legs, think more about lifting your sitting bones. Lifting them up. Let go of your head. Take one more breath here. And then go ahead and sit back into an imaginary chair. So you get your feet apart. You're sitting down into that imaginary chair. What's happening with my hair? And take your arms forward in front of you. Reach. So you're in this big, long, extended spine. Your sit bones are moving back behind you. Find your organs and squish them. Push through your feet. Come all the way to standing. And then as you exhale, come to Tadasana. Palms face forward, feet get underneath you. And let me change this a bit. All right. So stand in the middle of your mat, whatever the middle of your mat is. I've got space on each side of me here. I want to take a step out to the, it'll be your left, to the edge of your mat, toes face forward, and you're going to sit your hips back and reach your arms forward. So we just did this with two legs. Come back up and step in. Other foot steps out. Reach your hips back as you stretch forward. Come up and step in. So one more time, slow. Step out, be very clear. Weight is on that leg as you reach forward and reach back. Come up and step Other side, reach. Sit your hips back as you reach forward. Come up and step. Now, what I want you to do is find a rhythm that works with your breathing. You're going to do it in a dynamic way, one side to the other. Don't need to jump. So all at once, step and reach, come back and stand. Step and reach, come back and stand. Step and reach. If the reach is too much, keep your hands on your legs. The reach pulls in your core. We're working in the inner legs and the quads. Toes stay forward. Try to use your whole mat. Sharon might even use more mat. She's got long legs, so does Becca. All right, reach forward and come to center. Bringing the energy up a little bit here. Move the stagnation out of your body. Let's do one more each side. Reach, center, reach, and pause. Turn your palms open. Think about your thumbs moving to the wall behind you as if you're trying to rotate your hands, and then bring them up parallel to your shoulders. So one more little range of motion thing here. Separate your feet a little. Soften your knees. Turn one palm down and one palm up. So we're just going to switch those and switch them. Did I do this last week? My new thing to do. Now what I want you to think about is what the hand's doing goes all the way up into the shoulder. So when I turn my hand down, my shoulders should come forward. When I turn my hand up, my shoulders should go back. And we start to make that bigger. So you rotate from your hand, but you let your shoulder move forward and back. And when you let your shoulder move forward and back, you'll let your torso start to shift. Keep your legs quiet and move your head so when you're looking at your palm is up. And you just keep moving. So this is for the people that like to sit at the desk all day and work on the computer, or have to sit at the desk all day and work at the computer. And I'm really flipping my hand around. I'm really trying to move it all the way upside down. And you see how much my upper body's moving because of what I'm asking it to do. Keep turning your head. Are your shoulders getting tired? This is stagnation in the shoulders, in the neck, in the face, in the upper back. Go ahead and rest. Could you feel it? Could you feel that stagnation going all the way through your arm? It isn't just here, it's all over. This is fascia work. All right, so grab a light weight, just one for a moment. You can keep your feet a little wider apart, relax your knees. So bring your weight up in front of you. One light weight, doesn't have to be a big heavy one. You're gonna go around your head. We did this last week. Twist, come to the center, and then push it away and sit in a squat. Pull back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Go the other way. Whoops, around, twist, push it away and squat. Pull, squeeze shoulder blades. Around the head, twist, push it away and squat. Pull, squeeze. Around the head, twist, push it away. Let's do one more each side. Around, twist, push it away, squat. One more, around, twist, and push it away, and come to center. With the light weight, I want you to come off this foot, twist it a little bit over. You're going to come down towards your shin or ankle. And then you're going to twist the other way and push it around you. Land on the outside, push and twist it around. And you'll feel yourself coming off your other heel. So lift one heel and twist, lift the other heel and reach. Down and up. Keep your head above your heart and your heart above your hips. One more time, and then we're just switching sides. So just real carefully, come back to center for a second, and then switch to the other side. Lift up the other heel, Twist toward that side and then push off and go the other way. Twist, whoops, and other way. So we're working in the middle of the body, primarily around the rib cage, but of course shoulders and hips and legs. One more time. Down and up. Perfect. Second heavy weight, or second light weight, sorry. My fault. So if you're using weights, pick one light weight, put one in each hand. So with your arms down, turn your palms forward and then turn your palms back. And we're going to do that same action, only we're going to keep the arms low. So rotate back, really rotate, rotate forward, really rotate, rotate back, rotate forward. So it isn't a hard movement because your arms are pretty much hanging by your side, but I'm wanting to get into the connective tissue around the collarbones, the neck, and of course the shoulders. Okay, so can you feel that movement that's happening just because you're turning your hands? One more. Okay, now bring your hands up so they're parallel with your elbows. Open the hands, and this is your shoulders are open. Crisscross your hands and drop your palms down. These are your shoulders down. Crisscross, open, other arm on top. Crisscross, open, pull like you're trying to touch your ends of your weights to the wall behind you. But keep your elbows by your side. And open. Can you feel that? It's little muscles in the shoulder. We're not working in the big muscles yet. Down and open. One more time. And open. Now, see if this is available to you. You're going to drop your arms almost so that your arms are almost straight, so they're not hanging. And you're going to pull your elbows back like you're squeezing your shoulder blades. And then you're going to scoop the arms up in front of you. Pull, squeeze, shoulder blades, scoop. So the arm stays in the same shape. You're moving from the anterior front of the body. And then see, one more time, see if the ends of your weights, stop at your legs, can turn on a diagonal. So I don't have them all the way open anymore. One arm at a time, just check. Can you take it out to the side on this angle? The ends of the weights are going towards the ceiling on this diagonal pattern. Okay? If that's okay, one arm, do two. Don't get in your neck. If you get in your neck, you're doing one arm. Please don't overwork. It never works for anybody. One more time. All right, the hardest ones are yet to come. So palms in. Don't let your shoulders fall forward or back. Find a neutral position that's right over your hips. See, one arm, knuckles to the sky. And down. Knuckles to the sky. And down. Don't go over your head. No need to go higher. And if one arm is okay, try two. Just see. Keep your chest open. You're always okay to do one arm. We're going to do two more. Breathe. One more. And rest. All right, weights down. That was a long set for your shoulders. Go ahead and come to the top of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms up. They should feel nice and light now. Thumbs turn open a little. Let your arms be away from your head. Let yourself have space. Push through your feet. Pubic bone goes to the floor. Heart goes to the ceiling. Exhale, float down. Inhale, come halfway up, straightening the legs, and really fire your quadriceps here. Exhale, come down. We're going to step back with one foot. I don't care which one. Drop that knee to the floor. Now this is where you could use blocks if you like. We're going to stay here for a minute and just work the back leg. And so if you use your blocks, it just helps you bring yourself up away from the floor. So I'm just going to use them on the low side. And I want your front knee to, if it can, bypass your ankle. See if it can. We're just asking the fascia of the bottom of the foot to release and come up the leg. Can you feel anything in your inner thigh? And then from there, I want you to pick up your back knee, straighten it, lower it down. Now listen, we're going to keep the body as it is, and we're going to curl the heel to the bottom. And then down, lift, down, and curl. Keep your heel as your focus. Don't point your toes, you'll get a cramp. If it feels too hard, come up a level. Lift, lower, curl, down. Lift, lower, curl. So remember, a muscle is only as strong as it is flexible and resilient. So if you can't flex or stretch the muscle or contract the muscle without cramping, it's not very strong. Okay, one more. All right, now let that knee stay off the floor. Take your front leg hand to your front thigh. Twist your body open and take your arm to the ceiling. Now think about this back leg. Lift the knee. Bring the heel forward as if you're trying to push yourself forward. Let your front knee drive forward. Push with your bottom arm. Keep your neck open and free. Turn your chest. Turn your belly. Turn your gaze. Keep lifting your heel. Keep lifting your back leg. Keep driving your front knee forward. Exhale, hand down. Knee down. Switch your legs. So once you're in place, let this knee drive forward if it can. Some people have knee issues, and pushing it forward like that can be a problem. But let me tell you what's more of a problem. Always keeping the knee in this direction, never letting it go forward, and then it doesn't have any resiliency to go forward, and then it gets stuck there. You would not believe how many times you need your knee like that. Go ahead and lift your back knee. Lower back knee, keep your foot flexed and heel to your bum. Lower, lift, lower. So this is quad work and hamstring work in disguise. Lift, lower. I hope you have something padded underneath your knee. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you to do that. Lift, lower, curl. Let's do a couple more. And last one. All right, now lift your leg and keep it there. And then take your left hand to your left thigh. Turn, or front leg, sorry, and turn. So get the belly to turn first, ribs will turn, then the arm can come up. And then you can see how my back leg's bent. Straighten your back leg and lift your back heel. So it powers the pose all the way up from the foot. So this is bent legs, kind of, I'm dead in this pose. I'm kind of hanging here. I want to lift my foot, lift my knee. You can see how it pushes me forward. And then I've got much more power, much more strength in the whole body. Push into your front foot. Keep lifting your back leg. Keep turning your chest. Can you turn your gaze? One more breath. Exhale, hands down. Get rid of the blocks. And we're going to step back into plank pose. Find your plank pose. Breathe into your plank pose. Knees can be on the floor for your plank pose. So remember to use your fingers. Remember to activate your whole arm. Lifting hips, squeezing organs on your exhale. One more breath. And then knees can stay up or they can come down. We're going to come to the floor. If you're up like I am, push your heels forward and bend your elbows. Once you get to the floor, turn over on your back. And you need one of your blocks. All right. So, get off your hands a bit. Let go of your
um, upper body. I want you to keep a weight close to you. We might use it in a second. Now, we're going to go back to the beginning where the knees were going open and closed. I want you to think about that. Midline of the body starts in the arch of the foot, goes all the way up the inner leg, goes all the way up into the pelvis, interconnects there, moves all the way up into the core. So we're going to work the core in a different way. I want you to put your feet together and your knees apart. And just sort of get comfortable here. Remember, when your knees are open, your back is going to be a little bit off the floor. So as we go here, I want you to exhale, squeeze your organs. And can you feel from the inside how that organizes your back? Push your feet into each other, squeeze the organs, and bring your feet up and towards your chest. Don't let them come apart. Exhale, lower yourself down. I'm sorry, inhale, lower yourself down. Exhale, squeeze the organs, lift your feet in this shape, lower back down. Take a breath in the middle if you need to. Exhale, squeeze the organs, float the knees. So your knees are open. This does not allow you to use your quadriceps anymore. You're using your inner thighs that go up into your inner core. All right, now pause here for a second. Take your hands behind your head. Remember this part? I want you to, on purpose, bring your elbows around your head, and you're going to hold your head in your hands. You're not going to pull so your chin is down on your chest. You're just going to hold your head. And as you exhale, squeeze your organs, lift your feet, lift your head as if you're trying to bring your elbows and your feet together. Lower back down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Lower back down. Now it depends on your range of motion, your strength in your core, what your back likes to do will depend on how close in you get. For me, I can't really get real close. I can really feel that limitation in my body when I'm in this shape. One more time. Exhale. And then go down. Let go of your hands, bring them out to the sides. Walk your feet so that they're as wide as the mat. And then just let your legs swish side to side. On purpose, take your top knee and really drop it in so you feel that stretch in your inner groin. Remember, we're trying to build resiliency with mobility, with strengthening, and with stretching. I didn't have my protein shake this morning, and I can really tell. So if you're noticing more rest in the program, it's because of that probably. All right. So here's where the block comes in. And if you're like me and you have a heavy cork block, this is going to be some work. If you have a light foam block, you're lucky. I don't even know if I can do this because I haven't tried it. But the block goes on the floor, and you're going to hold the block with your feet. The legs are still in that frog shape. Okay? I'm not going to ask you to do the upper body. I just want you to keep your upper body quiet. I want you to focus down here. So push your feet into the block. Can you feel the whole foot? Not just the inner edge or not just the outer edge. Could you feel the whole foot on your block? And then exhale, squish the organs, and see if you can lift your block and bring it up. And lower your block and put it down. Squeeze the block, squish your organs, see if you can lift it. And then lower it. Are you dropping your block? Push the feet and lift. This is freaking hard with the cork blocks, just so you know. And relax. Because I did this in my classes this week, and I have foam blocks at that place, and it was way easier. One more time. Push and pull. Keep pushing and lower and rest. Separate your feet. Let your knees swish side to side. So if that woke up some inner groin work without it cramping, that's great. If it was cramping, it was just a little too much. All right. All right, from here, we're going to roll over onto our side and come back to tabletop. I will use the weights later. And you want to have your weights somewhere near you. We are going to use them down here for a second. So, tabletop again. We did this last week. Take your left leg back behind you. Try not to lean over to your right, so sometimes having wider hand position helps you have more stability. You're going to rotate your hip and turn your ankle so that your foot is sideways and your hip is open, and then rotate back down. And I want you to think about stacking your hip one on top of another when you do this. Try to keep your arms still, your torso quiet. It's really hip work. And down, and one more time. Open. Now, see, with your right hand on the floor and your right knee on the floor, can you come off of your left hand? If the answer is no, turn your right foot open a little, away from the midline, and that'll help. Take your hands up to the sky, press with your heel. So you're in a lateral knee side half moon pose. Only if you feel stable, your bottom leg buttocks pushes forward. Don't stick it out to the wall behind you. Push it forward. Turn your foot open. Are you falling all over? Yes. One more breath. Exhale, come back down. I hope you laugh when you fall because it's just fun. It's only yoga, that's all it is. Take your other leg back, toes on the floor. Lift the foot away from you about hip level. Keep your organs up. Rotate your foot out. Rotate your foot down. Let your hip rotate open and back down. If you find these hard, I would practice them. This is hip mobility. I had a woman in my class the other day, and she had been on she has some medical issues, so that's one. And she's not very old. Hold this up, ankles sideways, really engage. If you feel unsteady, move your bottom foot away from the midline. See if you can come up on your one hand. So it's the same leg and the same arm up. Take your bottom hip, push it forward, turning chest open. So we're working the hip on the bottom leg. We're working the hip on the top leg. One more breath. Exhale, lower down, and find your downward facing dog. Let go of all of that. Anyway, I hadn't seen this lady for about a month. She had been on some kind of road trip. They'd gotten some new kind of vehicle and they were driving all over. When I did this in class, she literally could not do it. She had no ability to do it. Her hips were frozen. I had never seen anything like that before. Like you've heard of frozen shoulder? She had frozen hips. She literally could not turn her hip open. And I'm like, wow. So I kept trying to encourage her to keep moving in these different shapes so that she could build that back up. But that's serious stuff if your hip freezes like that. Go ahead and come down onto your knees. And this is where you're going to use a heavy weight or a heavier weight if you can. Take your right foot forward. We're going to be on this shape. I want you to lean on your right arm, so you're using your forearm as a little bit of a fulcrum. You're going to pick up whatever heavy weight you want to use. So you could use one. If you're really strong, you could use two to make it really hard. It's your choice. I'm going to keep it light today from my workshop yesterday, and I have a body work session later. So I'm going to keep it with one heavy weight. I want you to pull your shoulder up into your body rather than let it hang here. Pull it up into your body, elbow into your back body. So there's 4 moves. Release it, shoulder away. Shoulder in, pull back. Release it, shoulder away, shoulder in, and then pull. Notice if you can do the shoulder piece alone. And I'm not pulling my shoulder up on my neck. I'm pulling it towards the back of my body, which is where it's supposed to be. And I don't want you to do the whole movement together. See if you can isolate them. Down. And it's almost like your muscles don't know what to do. It's like, wait, I don't usually do it that way. How do I do that? One more time. You might be getting more juice out of it. Down and rest. Now, turn your back toes under, lift your back knee. We're going to stay in this shape, and we're going to come up to a stand. Use that same weight, come up to a stand. So you're in crescent pose. I'm trying to balance myself here. Body's upright. You can use a wall or a chair if you need to. So this arm, shoulder on your back, turn the palms up. So we're going to just curl and bend your back knee down and release it and straighten the back leg all the way. So you might just do a baby bend. You might not go all the way down. Curl and up. Just take your time and up. Now, we've got 4 more to do. Let's see. Can you come to your shoulder, stay there, and when you come up, can you push it over your head? Down to your shoulder, push it over your head. Back knee bends, back leg straightens. One more time. And up. Bend the front knee, bring the weight to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Which leg got more tired? You could ask yourself. All of that we did earlier in a different shape. Feel free to pedal your legs, letting go of any of that stagnation. Terrific. Oh my goodness, look what time it is. We have another side, so we're going to go past past the hour. I can't let you go and only do one side. So switch sides. Sorry guys, I wasn't watching. So you got your weight, you got your other leg in front. All right, so we're staying on the knee. You're going to rest on your forearm, pick up your heavy weight, and do that movement with the shoulder. Lift the shoulder, and then row, and then release, and then down. Shoulder. Be careful about it being up by your ear. If it's up by your ear, your upper trap is stronger than your rhomboids and your lats. So just really keep working with it to teach your body to turn those muscles on. That's all it is. They just, one got stronger than the other, that's all. And if you're tired without being exhausted, that's actually a really good thing. You want to do this enough so that you can move the stagnation out of your body. One more, up, but not so much that you just can't even get off the couch later, and down. Okay, now turn your back toes under, lift your back knee. We're going to hold that shape, pick the weight up with you, and come all the way up. Feel free to adjust your stance. Front knee can bypass this front knee ankle, but it can also go backwards. Find your sweet spot. Palm forward. Bend your back knee and curl. And then straighten the back leg and release it. And straighten. So remember when we were on our knees and I had you straighten your leg and then pull your heel to your buttocks? That's this motion. Only you're doing it under load now. Okay, from here, see if you can push up. Back knee bends, back knee straightens. Don't worry about the front leg, just following it around. Down, up, down, up, And then come down and let go of the weight. Find your downward facing dog. And we just take a moment. Feel free to do child's pose if you're tired. Doing downward facing dog can really be nice to kind of equal out the bilateral movement and also equal out the stretch in the legs. Take one more breath. Inhale, come forward to plank. Knees up or down, come all the way down to the belly. Pause. I'm going to do one more thing. And if you have to go because I'm going past the hour, I totally understand. You can catch it on the replay. So come up on your elbows. Sphinx pose. And then grab your elbows with your hands. So your elbows are under your shoulders. And then turn your toes under. Push through your heels. Ask yourself if that doesn't pinch your lower back. I don't want it to do that. And then pull your elbows back a little bit like you're trying to pull them towards your waist, but they're not moving. And you've got this sort of floating action or forward movement action. So we're in the deep core right now. And so this next move is a little different. Let go of your left leg, let it relax, keep the right leg. And then walk your elbows over to the left. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then when you get as far as you can go, you push through your right leg, you pull back with your arms, you turn your head toward the left. Stay there and breathe. Can you feel something going all the way around your right hip, your right torso, maybe all the way up around your shoulder? One more breath. And then exhale, let go of that leg. Walk yourself back to the center. Other heel, so left foot pushes back, kneecaps off the floor. Walk your elbows over to the right. Keep pushing through the left. Pull your elbows back and turn so that your eyes are looking towards your right foot. And keep pulling the elbows and keep turning the head and keep pushing the left heel. Looking for sensation deep inside the core body on the left side. Deep breaths. And then slow and careful release. All right, so let's turn over on your back. Bend your knees. Let yourself be in a neutral position here and just push your hips up away from the floor, stabilizing a minute. Exhale down, knees to chest. We'll do that one more time. So feet on the floor. Keep your shoulders down, your neck free. Lift your hips. Lower your hips and knees to chest. Good. Take one more breath here. Soften face, soften jaw. And then release all the way down. Let go of your arms, let go of your legs, and find Shavasana. Last few minutes. Allow your head and your pelvis to feel really heavy. You might notice the heaviness of the back of your hands or the heaviness of your heels. And from that place of stability, can you notice the lightness and the ease? We fall into this quiet, nourishing place of stillness.
Take a longer and deeper breath. And then slowly starting to move your body again. Stretch and move in any way that you feel right, that feels right. And without rushing, as soon as you're ready, you can bend your knees, rolling to a side, pause. And as you feel ready, come up to sitting. Once seated, hands can come to the heart center, allowing a moment here just for acknowledging your efforts and being on the mat. Finding gratitude for our time together, our deep body wisdom and guiding light. May our light always shine brightly, and may we always see the light in each other. Namaste.
Namaste.